Hello everyone, and welcome to the how to play video for Bards and Nobles. This is a fun little solitaire playing card game that takes about 15 minutes to play. So the premise of this game is you manage a Bards and Nobles bookstore. Corporate has introduced a new trade-in program, and you're one of the participating locations. So how they're going to gauge the effectiveness of this program is through customer feedback. So customers are going to have the ability to positively or negatively impact your bookstore's reputation. Following the evaluation period of this program, headquarters will provide a final review. And so this is a real opportunity for and chance for you to get some recognition rewards or the potential risk of termination. So with that said, let's get started with setup. You're going to grab a standard deck of 52 playing cards, and then you're going to separate them out between the numbered cards and the face cards. Set those off aside for a sec. And you're going to shuffle the 40 number card, ace through 10, together, and these are your books. Now, every book is characterized by the genre, which is going to be the suits, and the value, which is going to be the ranks. We'll talk about the aces later. But otherwise, the rank you see here is its value. All right? So now what we're going to do is we're going to place the books face up in a pile to form the inventory. Then we're going to take 8 books from the inventory, so I might as well pick that back up, and we're going to arrange them in 2 rows of 4 books to stock the shelves of our bookstore. All right. Okay, there's our bookstore. Then we're going to shuffle the 12 face cards as jacks, queens, and kings together as customers. Every customer is characterized by their preferred genre, the suits, and their standing, their ranks. Okay, so we'll put them face up right here. All right, now, we'll place some face up in the pile above the bookstore, and this forms the line. So those customers are waiting in line right now. Then you're going to take 12 books from the inventory, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And we're going to place these, since I saw that, face down in a pile next to the customers to form the used books that they're going to be trading in. All right. And then what we're going to do is you're going to select your preferred game difficulty level and then reduce the inventory accordingly. So there's 3 difficulty levels you can choose from. There's easy, normal, and hard. If you choose easy, you're going to discard 3 books from the inventory right off the bat. Normal, you'll discard 6, and hard, you'll discard 9 of the books. So we'll just do easy. So 1, 2, 3. I'll just discard those. I'll set those over here. All right. And then the last thing to note, the bookstore's reputation will be tracked in its own separate pile, and I usually place that here. All right. And that is it for setup. So now let's talk about how to play. You're going to be handling customers. So the game is played over a series of 12 customer trade-ins, and each trade-in consists of 4 steps. The customer's offer, what they're offering to us, the bookstore's offer, then we'll make the trade, and then we'll restock the bookstore. So step 1, the customer at the front of the line here wants to make an offer. So every customer arrives with a certain amount of money and a used book in hand. So jacks always have $11, queens have 12, kings have 13. So let's flip the top used book face up. All right. And then we're going to combine the customer's money, which we've got $11 here from the jack, and their used books value, which is $2 book here, to calculate their offer's trade-in value. Aces from a customer are always worth $11. So in this example, we've got a jack here, $11, has $11 and a $2 book. So their offer is $13. So now that we've got the customer's offer of $13, now the bookstore is going to offer something. So in response to the customer's offer, you must always offer them books from the bookstore that add up to the same value as their offer, including any special offers that I'll mention. So there's two types of offers that you can give them. Other than just giving them the book straight up, there are exclusive offers. Books in the bookstore that match the genre of the used book are free as part of your offer. So basically any clubs right now in the bookstore, if I offer them to the customer, they're going to count as 0 toward that. So if I did this, do I have it? This and this, right? Oh, it looks like it's 13, which matches 13, but this is actually 0, so I only have 8 in hand right now. This is a free exclusive offer. So I'd have to come up with another 5 that isn't a club. Okay. And then the other offer, a limited time offer, is aces are normally worth 11, right? They're always 11 if the customer's offering it to us. However, they can be offered for $1 at your discretion. So if you ever just need that $1, you could offer that ace for $1. So it can be 11 or 1, up to you at your discretion. All right, so let's make an offer. I can't do the 8 and 5 here. That's a little rough. But I could do the 7 and 6. So these are the 2 books I'm going to offer. And now we go to step 3. We're going to make a trade. So once offers from both sides have been made, which they have, it's time to make the trade. So there's 2 outcomes here. Either it'll be a successful trade or there's no trade, which I'll talk about second. But let's talk about the trade since we have one here. So if your offer matches the customer's offer, which they do, a trade is made. Great. So we're going to make the trade. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the used book that we received from the customer's offer on the bottom of the inventory. Okay. Now they're going to give positive. They can give positive feedback. So how they do that is any books the customer received from our offer that match their preferred genre is added as the bookstore's reputation. So their preferred genre is spades. We've got a spade. Jackpot, we've got 1 reputation. That's going to look good for the trading program here. Now, all other books that don't match their preferred genre, you're just going to discard. All right. And then you're going to discard the customer, right? They leave the store. Now, if that was if that's the last customer, then you would proceed to the end of the game, that final review, the headquarter review. But we've got more customers in line. All right. So let's talk about like a no trade. So if you're unable to match the customer's offers based on the current selection of books in the bookstore, no trade is made. They're not going to be happy. So you're going to get negative feedback. Now, if the customer is a jack, like it was, you would have to discard 1 reputation. So if we just encountered jack and we had 1 reputation there, it'd be bye-bye, and now we'd have no reputation. Reputation would be at 0 again. If it's a queen, you have to discard 2 reputation, and if it's a king, you have to discard 3. Now, something to note here, that if your bookstore's reputation ever drops below 0, you're instantly fired. So right now I've got a king here. I've only got 1 reputation. The king discards 3 if they provide negative feedback. Well, that's going to put me at -2. I'm instantly fired and lose the game. So we don't want that. So be very careful with that. It should be kind of tough to do very early going, but that is something to watch out for. All right. And so that's it for no trade. So now let's go to the last step of the turn, is restocking the bookstore. So you're going to fill in the empty shelves of the bookstore with books from the inventory. Now, once the inventory is empty, you would just skip this step, but we've got a nice full inventory right now, so we're good to go. All right, and so you're going to repeat that for all 12 customers, and then we'll talk about the end of the game. But let's play out a couple more turns a little bit faster in real time. All right, so I've got my customer here. They're going to bring their used book. So I've got a king that is 13 and 9. So I need 20. They've got a $22 offer. So, ooh, that's a big boy. I'm going to have to give them multiple cards. $22 offer. And I can't use clubs. Ouch. All right, let's see. Can I pull this off? Yes. Okay. Now I just need to determine, yeah. So here's a case where, all right, so I've got 12 here. I could add a 10 here, but I probably want to add this 10 because it's going to give me some reputation. So let's do that. All right, we've got 22. I had to trade 3 cards. I'm going to get theirs. Well, I'll just do this right now. So reputation goes there. That's discarded. I get their used book. I'll put it in my inventory, and now they leave the store. I got to restock the store. All right, here we go. All right, and that's turn. So now let's play the next turn. All right. See, this can start moving fast once you get used to it. So we're at 18. All right. I could do 2 9s, and I would get one of those. Which, let's see here. Do I want to do, which 9 would I want to do? I got a couple of aces in here too. So I could do, I think I'd rather keep the aces. So I'm going to do this 9. What do I need to get? 18. So this 9 and this 7. All right. Or wait, what am I doing? No, that's 16. I got to do 2 9s. Let's do this 9 so we at least keep that low 7 there. All right, so I'm going to do this trade. That's another reputation for me. Discard that. I'll take their item. They leave the store. So as you see, you would just continue playing that way. Here, let me restock the store, finish out that turn. Okay, great. So you keep playing this way until the game concludes after the last customer trade-in. So unless you were fired prior to that, which we talked about, hopefully that doesn't happen. So then what you're going to do for the headquarters review is you're going to calculate the bookstore's reputation. I haven't been playing long, so I only have 3. Hopefully I'd have more by the end of the actual game. And then you're going to consult the scoring chart here. Let me bring it over below to determine the outcome of the review. So if you got less than 7 reputation, which I do, you're just terminated. If you have 7 reputation, you're employee of the month. If you have 9, you'll also get a performance bonus. 11, you'll also get promotion to senior manager. This is looking really good. 13 reputation, company stock options, and then 15 reputation executive leadership program. You really did something right in this program, the trade-in program. And that is how you play Bards and Nobles. Let's talk about a couple of the game variants too. So there's a couple of variants that can make the game easier, and there's some that can make the game harder. So I'll talk about the 2 easy ones. So for any, the first one is bibliophiles. And so that's, those book lovers out there. If you ever, generally, you don't want to you want to trade as few cards as possible because your inventory is going to start dwindling pretty quick. So it really stings if you ever have to trade like 4 or more books to the customer to match that value. So what this variant does is for any offer of more than 3 books, you're going to also, so let's say I had traded this king of books, you're also going to put the customer in your bookstore's reputation instead of discarding it. So that's kind of a nice little consolation for taking that hit of having to get rid of so many books from your bookstore. So that's bibliophiles, easy game variant. The other one is called Let Me Check in the Back. And so what this variant does is the book on top of the inventory can be used as part of your offer. So really, it extends the store by 1 shelf. So you have 9 books to work with instead of 8. So that's the second easy game variant that you can incorporate. So let's talk about the 2 hard ones. So talking about going back to when I'm making an offer, that exclusive offer where, in fact, let's flip it over. Their used book, any books in the bookstore that match the genre of their used book is an exclusive offer and they're worth 0. So right now these are 0s. So for the 14 that I need to come up with, if I'm going to use those, and I can talk about a case where you might want to use those, but if I use those, they'd be 0. So I'd have to find the 14 from somewhere else. So super exclusive offer, which is the game variant, is not only is it if the genre matches, but also the value, those are exclusive, and so they're worth 0. So not only are these, if I played with that variant, not only are these hearts free in my offer, but so is this 2. So pretty much these are all 0 right now, and I've got to find 14 from just these other cards. So you can see you could really make the game that much harder. And then let's talk about the last variant. I really do like this variant. It's kind of a fun one. It's called Vandals. So during setup, you're going to shuffle in one or both of the jokers in with the customers. So let me grab one of the jokers here. So let's just say the joker's next, okay? So let's play out this turn. Is there any way I can do this? Can't use that 2. How much do I need? Yikes, this is gonna hurt. Okay, so I'm gonna have to get rid of both of those. Those are both going to be limited time offers. They're both 1. Wait, what am I doing? No, I don't want that. So she's at 14. Shoot, let me see. Oh, here we go. I grabbed, so let's do this. Oh no, I can't use the 6. Oh boy, I might be hosed. Well, this was a bad example. So I might be losing some reputation there. Let's just say I had traded with that customer, okay? Go here, we'll go here. So how the Vandals variant works after you've shuffled in the jokers, as soon as a joker appears at the front of the line, you're gonna flip over the first face-up book in the bookstore face down. You cannot place a book on that shelf for the rest of the game. And then you would discard the joker and proceed to the next step of the turn as normal. So you'd have a new customer here. So now this is really rough because I've only got 7 books to choose from for the rest of the game. 1, I lost that book, and now I have 7. So that really makes the game difficult and more likely that you're going to have some unhappy customers. So yeah, that's it for the game variants. That's it for the game. I hope you enjoyed the game as much as I do, and I'll see you next time.